Education is key to success. We haven't taught up anything. Each one have to teach one. Must bomb beside the one. We haven't taught us. Each one got to teach one. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
Ke batla go lokologa go dula ka ntle letsatsing go ba le batho ba tshwanang le nna ba nkutlwisisang go amogelwa ke ba sa ntsebeng le ha ke sa tshwane le bona ke kgathetse o ahlolo go tonelwa mahlo go geswa ha ke thohako ebile ha ke tlhonolofatso ha ke khopo kapa sethotho ke motho jole ka wena empa fela ke le leswefe motho ya mong ho ba 4000 naheng ya rona o angwa ke boswefe bo ama ngwana a sa le ka popelong ya mmae mme sena se etsa hore mahlo a hae letlalo le moriri di se tshwane le tsa batho ba bang bongata ba batho ba phelang ka boswefe ba kotsing ya ho hlaselwa ke kankere ya letlalo le ho ba le mathata a mahlo a ka bakang bofofu empa taba e kgolo eo ba tobaneng le yona ke setjhaba se hlokang tsebo se tletseng kgethollo ho kgeswa le ho bitswa ka mabitso ho nyenyefatsa boitshepo ba bana ba rona re lokela ho fetola mokgwa o re sheba maswefe ka wona hobane bona ha ba tlama ho fetola seo ba leng sona ba hloka fela ho itshepa le ho tseba hore ba bohlokwa
Hello, I'm Khalil Osiris. Welcome to Each One Teach One. Today we are incredibly fortunate to be spending time with the Mokhesi family. Daughter Mamelo, mom Eunis, and dad Shadrack. Difference is hard at any age, painful as a child and torture as a teen. Being different is about as wrong as you can get at the point when, despite their desire for individuality, all a teen really wants is to be like everyone else. Bringing up a well-adjusted, confident teen with albinism should be challenging for parents and child, but not in this family.
Okay, I'm this way and I can change and I won't change for anybody.
Because she used to say, I'm a piece of gold amongst bronze.
You know, self-image, how I see myself.
Yes.
I'm not expecting anybody else to understand myself the way I do. Why should I do something that pleases other people or else I ain't happy?
Well, hi, Mamelo.
Hi.
I'm very, very happy you're doing this interview with us. What I'd like to do is have you take me back as early as possible that you can remember and tell me how it's felt for you having albinism.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say it has affected me as much. I have a lot of friends whereby others, they go like, yes, English woman. I'm like, yes, I do answer them in English. And then here around my area, there are a lot of guys that would come, stand here by the gate and scream my name. They wouldn't even call me with my original name. When I come across them, they're like, no, I'm like, I wave. That's how it is. When I started school in class, I would maybe sit in the front row, but still couldn't see through the board, and the teachers wouldn't understand that. People tend to not understand that it is a condition, not a disease.
Yes.
There are any conditions, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I suffer, but I'd say I have a problem of like maybe eyesight, and I can't stand too much on the sun,
Yes.
even if I have applied the sun lotion, but I know I'm not supposed to be engaged too much on the sun.
So, Mamelo, when you were in school and there were children who didn't know about albinism, who would say mean-spirited things, what did you do? How did you handle that?
Oh, well, I did. I would talk to them, approach them, advise them, tell them about the condition. And then at the other hand, I'd tell them about there are many myths that I've heard and which I believe put other people's life in danger. But my parents have taught me never to take whatever somebody says to me personal, but I should take that thing so that it grooms me for the next coming years, which I believe I'm here because of them, the support they gave me. And yeah, I'm treated as equal as others. I started high school. That's when I thought, why not talk about it if people don't understand it?
Yes.
And I started doing public speaking. I would learn tactics and strategies on whether how to approach people.
Yes.
Because of they do not have too much knowledge and other people do not want to understand. They take things the way they want to. So I would write something and then ask my former teacher to help me edit here and there. And then I would stand in front of the school, like more than 2,000 learners, and then talk to them about the challenges I face.
So I understand you actually also were involved with the documentary.
Yes, yes.
How did that go? How did that project come about?
Okay, in high school, where I started high school, which is Shugantambo Secondary School in Pimville, there was this competition whereby anybody could enter and do whatever she or he wanted to do, drawing, anything that involves art. So I thought, why not do a documentary, because I can't draw. Okay, I can sing, but I don't really like music.
Yes.
We would do documentaries, like anybody would do whatever she or he want to do. And only 3 of us finished some. It was only me and other 2 guys. And then, yeah, went to States.
And you went to the States?
Yes, to Boston.
Oh, in Boston? Did you like it?
It was fun. It was fun. That's when I got to learn about other people's problems. There were different kind of challenges we were dealing with. Yeah. If I'd have that power and maybe support of backup on whether I would start something like maybe in a group whereby I do go motivate, we motivate other people. There are other people who like don't want to come out, but maybe sometimes when you talk to that person, that's when he or she can come out. I didn't have that corner where I'd say I sit alone and think about what people say.
Difference can be outwardly obvious, such as with Mamelo, or not, as with a developmental condition. But teaching our children to accept difference as just another normal is the most constructive approach we can take. This family has built a confident, strong child. And as we go forward, they will share with us how they achieved this so successfully. But first, I want to ask you to consider this. The worst thing in the world is not having or being a child with differences. It is raising or being a child who cannot accept their difference.
Ka moragefutso, each one teach one, e kopana le batswadi ba Mamelo. Ho utlwa hore ba tshehetsa jwang moradi ena wa bona, leetong lena la hae la bophelo.
Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
Would I date an albino? Personality, if it's really good, then actually I would.
Most probably, because I do see some like, okay, attractive, but...
Pigment, I say, it doesn't mean anything. I'm taking to one, I'm trying albino into one, that's why.
I wouldn't mind dating an albino guy. albino. This is a problem. They are human, so give out to. Yeah, I would.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
I'd really like to hear, how soon did you know that she had albinism?
Unfortunately, when she was born, they just told me that a baby girl is born.
It came as a shock when I just delivered the baby. And then my problem was, what if when he comes here, he denied that this is not his baby?
Yeah. When I arrived there, I just looked at the baby. I just congratulate her and tell her that God is great. We have done it. So I was not eventually shocked because I know that as a believer that everything is in God's hands.
The rest of the family was accepting?
Yeah.
They accepted it.
Okay.
They accepted
it.
When did you first realize that she was being teased by other kids?
When she was walking maybe with other kids, the others, they will say, no, umlongo, meaning a white person.
Yes.
So me, I usually used to go with her so that people must get used to her. So when other kids, they say, no, umlongo, I'll tell her that, no, you are beautiful, that's why they say, umlongo. They wish to be like you.
The other thing we have, like, teach her is that when she walk around the streets and then everyone maybe is teasing her, she mustn't like take that person personally. As long as she knows that in my family I got love.
Yes.
Yeah, she must stand her ground wherever she goes.
She must be proud of herself. As a parent, you are the one who's supposed to educate people, or who you must give your child that support and love. So if you don't support or you don't show love for your baby, so how the community will admire her? So you must admire her first, so that others they can see, no, she's a baby like
she's a human being.
Other babies.
Eunis and Shadrack's parenting approach is a wonderful example of how and when to manage expectations. There are no limits on their daughter because of her condition. And subsequently, she has not limited herself. What was the hardest part for you about dealing with it?
Because other people, they might think that if you have an albino, it's a curse or something.
Yes.
It's not such a thing.
So some people think it's a curse or something.
Yeah. There was the time when she was started school, she will always come at home like crying, they tease her at school. So I had, as a mother, to go to school and then talk to the principal so that the principal would address in the assembly that they must admire this person. She's a human being. She's going to be here and then she will stay here.
We went to school and tell them about especially the Mamelo's vision.
Yes.
So that we requested that she mustn't sit at the back. She must sit in front where she will be able to see the board.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, if you're a parent, you must participate in your child's life and go to other people, especially the teachers. They are the second parents because during the day they are with her. Go and tell them about her situation.
So as a parent, the fact of how involved you were and how knowledgeable you were about it was very helpful for her.
Yes, it was.
The extended family, school, and community conversations are often the hardest to manage, especially when there is so much superstition and misinformation out there. The Mokhesi family has consistently used the information they gathered to reinforce the positive aspects of their remarkable daughter, arming themselves and her with the information and confidence to speak up rather than fight or run away. Is there anything else that for you was maybe a highlight, something that was just a really good thing that as she was growing up that surprised you about her having albinism?
She used to close the eye, no? When she look at you and I said, no, open it. So the mother will feel as if, no, I'm not treating her well. I said, no, I must teach her. This is a practice. I'm teaching her that she must open both of her eyes. When she started growing up, I used to take warm water and in a towel so that she must steam her eyes, so that I told her that no, if those white things they used to come out in the eyes will clean her eyes, her vision will be much better. Because even now, when she reads, she doesn't take the book closer. Because of those things.
Now, being a teenager, there was a lot of experiences that we have seen from her, because she even attended the Teen Summit in America. And then, there are a lot of things that she's involved in.
So she has not allowed albinism to be a barrier for her going out into the world. This family has not just brought up a child who is different. They've brought up a child who is making a difference. And we can all learn from them about empowering and supporting our children through their own challenges.
Ka moragefiso, lelapa lena la Mokhesi le re bolela lekunutu leo re ka le sebedisang ho aha le ho tshetleha bana ba rona. Thuto batswading bohle.
Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
Mamelo's parents' approach to her albinism is a story of triumph and inspiration for any of you helping a teen with a physical or developmental condition to define themselves with pride and integrity. As a family, a lot of times when we talk about challenges on Each One Teach One, people are really struggling with what to do in order to come out of a bad situation. But in your case, it's really a story of inspiration, I think, more than anything. You were saying how happy you are with the way that your parents have been there for you. What has that felt like for you?
Well, it's, you know, when they're around, I know that I don't need anything else because I've got their support, their love. So I do face challenges, and not only alone, but with them.
For you, what has been really inspirational about Mamelo?
Okay, Mamelo, especially how sheba ke motho a ratang thuto, and dintho tse ngata wa e latella ntho hore a e bona hore na e tla mo fihlisa kae. And like sometimes re na lo feel ekare, especially nna ke na lo feel ekare ntho ha e batla ka nako ngwe ha e no etsahala, but we latella ho fihlela e ba e etsahala.
I usually tell her that whatever she's doing, especially educational-wise, she's doing for herself, not for me, not for her mom, for her own future. So she must do whatever she's supposed to do while we are still here, and we will support her, especially educational-wise. She must focus on her education, especially because other people, they think that because of her condition, she might not reach at a certain level, so she must go an extra mile on each and everything that she's doing, so that other people with her conditions who are younger than her, they will see that no, we are not disabled. We can do whatever we want to do with our lives.
What is it that you would really like some other young person with albinism to know?
So what people think, it's theory. So sometimes I do things not because of I want them, but because I want to prove to people that I am able to do such things, positive things. Because like whenever I need anything, you know, sometimes the only things that one need, finance only comes after. but the love and how you've been raised, it's like when one goes to sleep, he or she should think, okay, what have I achieved for the day? What would I like to change?
What would you like of fathers to know?
If you're a father, doesn't matter whether your child is an albino or is blind or is deaf, whatever condition. If you don't love your child, you don't love yourself. Because your child is your flesh and blood. If fathers out there can support their kids or children and give them love and support, we'll have a better community.
In life, things come and go. Positive people will always be with you, and then negative people, somehow or one day around the line, they'll change. So that's why I always look up to my parents and say, okay, everybody can be a father, but it takes a real man to be a daddy.
Yes. Finding out that your child is going to face a life of challenge is terrifying for most parents. But there are a few things to arm yourself with. And you may need to remind yourself every day to do them, but always remember, information is power. Communication that positively reinforces your child's achievements must be open, honest, and you have to walk the talk yourself. Accepting one difference cannot be undermined by singling out other groups as being less worthy. Love and support create and sustain self-worth. With Each One Teach One, this is about how do we help each other. And one of the things that we do as a gift with Each One Teach One, we leave a light behind. And this is a solar light where you don't need any electricity. It's just all you have to do is turn it on. But more than it just being a light, we see this as something that is about a remembrance of your light, your inner light. The difference with this light, though, is we ask you to use it for a while to get stronger, but then pass it on to someone else. So this light is like the light that you are as a family, and even more important, what we're hoping is, as a family, you decide on who you can share it with once you get a little bit farther along in your own journey. So we'd like to leave you with this light. Mamelo is indeed a beautiful young lady. The family, a shining example of a strong family meeting the challenge, but taking time to inspire, inform, and teach others not to fear difference. Can you imagine just how dull the world would be if we were all the same? I'm Khalil Osiris. This is Each One Teach One. And until next week, stay in the light.